Oh, what a day. Well, I'm off work. I then went home. I then picked up my buddy Cole. Cole, come say hi. Come say hi, buddy. Cole. He out the window. But anyway, I got him with me. We're on our way to the park. And we're going to do some walking around. Probably take my bug out bag with me. And we'll have us a little adventure. So, well, we finally made it to the park. Me and my buddy are taking a little hike. My favorite park, because it's nice today. So people are out. There's a trail that leads up that way, but it's got a puddle right in the middle of it. So we're not going that way. We're going the route we always go. Right here, here's a little stream here. It's going at a nice little pace. Really turned out nice today. It's in the 50s. No breeze. Nice and warm. And anyway, end up working today. And I'm glad that's over. Got that taken care of. That guy would have been in trouble if I hadn't have came back. Because he's by himself. And he wouldn't have got nobody to come out there with this later notice on a Sunday. But he went on and paid me for the full time. So that worked out good. Anyway, he travels and he does moving for different people. He moved a lady from New York. She's from New York. And we moved her into her apartment there. And he's gonna be down in Illinois tomorrow. He's got to drive tonight to get down there and do the same thing again. Because we took like half the load that was on the truck off. So there's still another load on there. So there's another place he's got to unload. So he travels around. He says he makes good money doing it. But you know, I'm all booked up for next week for his work. So I won't be able to help him. So I'm pretty sure I spoiled him today because I stayed busy. We got stuff done. Even though we started late, I think we weren't too far behind schedule-wise because we worked so efficiently together. You know, he really knows his stuff, and by me having experience working at a furniture furniture store, making deliveries, you know, for Valley City Furniture. I worked there before, so I know how to load and unload a truck and how to carry stuff without breaking my back. So that came in handy. It's good to be able to do different jobs and everything. I've done some of everything. Partly because I don't stay on one job too long. I switch around, so I get to learn some of everything. And I'm a real good worker. You know, it's just that, you know, people don't appreciate good workers. That's why I don't have any problem with these lazy people now, because of these lazy people not wanting to work, and people half-ass working. It's a piece of cake for me to find a job. And the employees love me because nobody works like I do. So they really appreciate that, you know. So thank you to the lazy people, because we're making more money now because people don't want to work. It's hard to get people to come to the jobs, you know. And now the jobs are paying top dollar, you know. And we got the lazy people to thank for that. You know, the lazy people and people that refuse to work, since there's nobody working, they got to pay more money to get people to come to work. And that worked out good. I'm thankful for it. Only thing about it is they raising the price of everything or whatever. That just shows how evil, you know, these corporations are. They got more than enough money to pay people $16, $17 an hour, hell, $20 an hour. They got enough money to pay. They don't have to raise the prices and stuff because the pay has gone up. They're using that as an excuse to raise the prices and everything, whatever. Plain and simple, they got the money. They always act like they're broke, or that the cost of labor is so high. That's their least amount of, their least expense is labor, because they don't pay people nothing, And these people have gotten smart, and they're like, forget it, we're not going for it no more, And so now, they got to pay, just like with the gas prices and whatever. The gas prices are coming down like crazy. I've seen some really good prices there today, and that just shows they didn't need to go up as much as they did at all, really, because we've got, plenty of gas. The little thing that happened with Ukraine and the Russians, that didn't have nothing to do with the gas prices. They just use that as an excuse to raise the gas prices. And this situation where a lot of YouTubers are using that as an excuse to preach the doom and gloom and be like, we got to get prepared. You got to watch out. The world is coming to an end. That's all crap. The world has been coming to an end since I was 3 years old, since I can remember. We were in the last days. So, you gotta take that with a grain of salt. People will exploit it. Things are getting bad and that anything can happen. So I'm not saying don't prepare. By all means, prepare, because the stuff that they're complaining about and saying that is going to be bad and whatever, and they're worried about nuclear, situation, everything, whatever, that's highly unlikely. But they're hyping it up. But that's not to say that it can't happen. But people are capitalizing on that, and they'll have you worried and for nothing, because there's so many people that are capitalizing on it, and they know nothing's going to happen. But there's no way to know for sure, So always be prepared. Still keep your preps up. Do your thing, because anything could happen. And the thing is, if something does happen, it'll happen fast, and you'll never see it coming. There won't be any warning. There won't be any time to tell people to prep, nothing like that. It'll just happen. You'll be asleep, and you'll wake up and walk outside, and all hell will have broken loose out in the streets. And that's how you'll find out. The news won't tell you. The internet won't tell you. These people on these prepping channels, they won't tell you because they won't know. It'll catch them by surprise. But if it happens, the last thing you want to do is go bugging out and running outside. And I've noticed people do not like staying at home. They do not like being in their house. When the pandemic happened or whatever, and they say people stay home and all this and everything, I was glad to stay home. But I had to work because I had to make money. But if I could have stayed home and got paid, I would have been right there in my house and wouldn't have left. I love being at home. Only reason why I'm out now is because I got to take Cole for a walk so he can get that energy ran out of him. And I can get some fresh air, stretch my legs, and for my health wise, it's good for my my health to get out here and walk and everything, and keep my blood flowing. But if hell ever breaks loose, shit hits the fan, whatever you want to call it, I'm bunkering in. Like I say, I'm staying in the house. Unless my house is on fire and it burns down to the ground, I'm not bugging out. And even then, if I bug out, I'm gonna make a small circle or either a big circle. But I'm coming back home to where I started from. I'm coming back to my house, to my little plot of property that I live at and whatever, because that's the only thing that I can defend, and that I'm safe, because I ain't got to worry about nobody shooting me for being there, because that's where I live. That's mine. I don't care if my house is burned to the ground and there's nothing but ashes there. I'll set my tent up right in the middle of those ashes, and that's where I'll be. It's not a good idea to bug out into the woods. A lot of people are going to have that idea. They can do that. You ain't going to be able to find a bird, because people will be able to eat them all up or shot them all up and whatever, or shot each other trying to get to them. And there's a lot of people out there with guns and ammo, a lot of new people who don't know what they're doing. And you're going to get shot if you're out there running around. People aren't going to play that game with you trespassing on their land. And if you're just bugging out into the woods, you don't know whose land is whose. So you can be on somebody's property and not know it. And there are some people out there that will shoot first and ask questions later, especially if it's shit hits the fan and it's no rule of law. There's no police, no consequences. You'll just get shot and they'll just throw you in the ditch and leave you there, and that'll be the end of you. So the best thing to do, if it does happen, is to stay home with your supplies. That's why it's good to prep and have your supplies. Stay home in your house, barricade yourself in, make sure you have your weapons to protect yourself in case somebody tries to get in, and let these fools kill each other off. Don't worry, it'll happen. They'll kill each other off. All the bad people will be out there. Unfortunately, they're going to kill off a lot of the good people because the good people are going to be stupid enough to be out there running around looking to see what they can loot or looking to see what they can scavenge up because they haven't prepared, and they're going to get shot in the damn head. But it's better that than for them to come banging on my door trying to get me to share what little bit I've saved up for myself. That's just the way it is. You try to tell people to prep, you try to tell people to prepare, and they make it out like you're the idiot, like you're stupid and whatever. And then when things happen, first thing they're going to do is remember what you said about preparing, and they're going to show up at your doorstep. As it is right now, I have cut off all communication with everybody except for my channel about prepping and about keeping food stores and supplies and everything. I don't talk about that to anybody. I don't tell anybody. If you don't know to do that by now, you're done. If you know and you're starting now, by all means do it. It's never too late to start. But if you don't know about it, you've been living under a rock, then I'm sorry. You done had bad luck, because it's all out there. You're just stubborn and you don't want to prepare for whatever reason because you believe nothing's going to happen, and you think everything's going to go good, or you think somebody's going to come to your rescue if things go bad. That's not going to happen. It's going to be dog eat dog out there. It's going to be people that are, the sociopaths are going to be turned loose. You need to watch that movie, The Purge, and see what's going to happen with people, because that's true to life. I can see that actually happening. You guys, people can't tell that there's that undercurrent of evil that's out there just waiting to be unleashed. And as soon as, there's no police, there's no consequences, that's the only thing that's holding people at bay. The fact that there's no consequences, there's consequences now, and there are police, and there's jail and prison. That keeps people from doing things that they really want to do. You got some really evil people out here, and that's the only thing that's keeping them from doing all the evil stuff that they want to do. And when that's taken away, it's going to be all hell on earth. So the thing is to hide out in your home and just wait for it to blow over. Let the fools kill each other. Let everybody thin the herd out, whatever. Then when you run out of supplies, you don't have any choice but to come out and go scavenge and see what you can find. There won't be too many people out there that can do you any harm, because you're still going to have plenty of ammo because you haven't shot it all up. getting into gunfights with people, and hopefully they'll be able to use all their ammo up because they've been out in gunfights and they've been shooting up the place and shooting in the air and doing all kinds of stupid stuff, with their ammo, and they haven't conserved it. So you'll be armed, If you're out there unarmed, I really feel for you. You really don't have a chance because, but at least if you have a sword or a blade or a machete, you got half a chance or whatever, because like I say, these fools, they'll have used up all their ammo. Even if they do have weapons, they won't have any ammo for it. A lot of these people that have guns, they don't know how to care for the guns. They don't know how to keep them clean. They don't know how to conserve ammo. So you'll be in a situation where you'll be on top of the food chain, because if it does get bad and you got ammo and you got a weapon, you got it made. So that's the advice I would give, if shit hits the fan, if it gets bad, bunker in, lock your doors, load your weapons, and be ready to take the sociopaths out, because there won't be nothing to stop them, but you have a duty to take out as many sociopaths as you can. If you see sociopaths attacking somebody or raiding somebody's house or something, it's your duty. If you got the drop on them, take them out, because once they get done with that person, they're going to come looking for you, and the more of them you can take out, the better the world will be, because the world is full of them now, and they're just lying in waiting, so when it's open season, then you got to take your limit, and there is no limit, so if you can take all of them out, take them out. Be ready to take them out, because they're going to be out there, and they're going to be looking for prey. They're going to be easy to find because they're probably going to be the only ones left walking around. I'm not saying shoot people on sight, but it'll almost be that kind of situation. You'll have to use your own discernment to see who is good and who's bad. But you gotta be really, really careful of who you deal with. If you do have to bug out or to go to a different area that you don't know, you may stumble on somebody else's land or something. And if you waited a couple of months, before you go out, the herd has been thinned. People that are bugged out or have their own land, they're going to get lonely. They're going to want to see other people or whatever. After they've shot all the marauders that have tried to take their stuff, they're going to be glad to see somebody that's, a good, upstanding person that's not going to come and try to rob them. But you have to have something of value. Nobody's going to just take you in and feed you just out of the kindness of their heart. There won't be that kind of sentiment at that point in time. If you don't have anything to bring to the table, anything that's going to come up be a benefit to the person that's going to be helping you out, or that's going to let you stay on their land, or let you, come in their compound or whatever it is, they're going to turn you away, or they're just going to shoot you on sight. You have to have skills, tools, or some kind of something to bargain with. So that's where your preps come in. There's a lot of preps that you have that you might have multiple of. You might have stuff that you're not really going to use. Like I just bought some coffee last weekend. I don't drink coffee, very seldom. I'm not addicted to the stuff. I don't have to have it. I don't have to ever drink coffee. But that's something that a lot of people are addicted to. And if they need coffee, they'll give you food for coffee. They'll give you ammo for coffee. They'll give you sugar or whatever else you might not have simply for coffee, so, that's a good thing to have or whatever. Cigarettes, that's another good thing to have that you can bargain with, you know. And it's something that you're not going to use. If you don't smoke cigarettes, then you're not going to go into it and use them yourself because you don't smoke. And that's something that you can barter with, you know, and something that people that smoke are going to need really, really bad, you know. So keep that in mind, that may save your life. If you've got something that somebody needs and you're not just, whoa, there's a snake. Okay, that's a garter snake. Can you see him? He's gone. Cole never even saw him. I almost stepped on him. But anyway, yeah, so snakes are out. It's that warm out here. It's just that warm. But anyway, I don't know if you're able to see him or not. But yeah, he wasn't that big. But he was out. So there are snakes out here. I don't know if there are any poisonous ones out or not. But Cole is slowed down. There he is right there. I hear voices. So we're coming close to some people. But anyway, this is the trail for the Yates Cider Mill. Like I said, this is my favorite trail here because I don't run into many people. But it's gonna get more thicker as the weather gets better. There'll be more people out here. And like I said, I hear voices. So we're gonna make our way over to the main trail. We're almost there now. But we'll probably encounter some people. And of course I forgot Cole's shock collar. Damn, I tripped over a root. But anyway, I see somebody. Stop! Wait, right there, right there. Don't move. Don't move. Okay, we got people coming. I don't think they got a dog with them. Stop. Right there, stop. Good boy. Good boy, Cole. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Right here. Good boy. Yeah. You didn't know that ended there? Good thing you weren't going too fast. Stop. Stop, Cole. Anyway, once I get past these people, I'll come back on. Okay, we're back on trail. We passed those people, they took a different path. So we're continuing on down. The stream, the current on the stream is coming through nicely. There's a nice breeze picking up. So it's nice still, nice sunny sky. Not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful, sun is high overhead. Really nice. Cole is still up ahead of me up there. He knows this trail real well, so he's comfortable with getting way out ahead of me. So he can do his sniffing thing. He's coming back to make sure I'm okay. I'm good, buddy. Let's go. Good boy. Nope, don't go down there. No, you don't. You're not gonna drink that water. Hey, how's it going? Good. Come on, come on, come on. Good boy. Making our way on through. Like I say, people are out here. People are fishing. People are hiking through these woods. And people are out of food. There are going to be so many people up along these damn banks. They're going to be shooting you for a good fishing spot. It'll be utter chaos. So you want to be in your house eating canned tuna as opposed to being out here trying to catch fish out of these damn streams with your fishing line getting tangled up with other people's fishing line. Okay, some people standing in the middle of the trail. I gotta get him. Oh no, they got a dog with him. We'll get past them and then well, Cole did pretty good that time. We headed back the other direction because the dog looked so much like him, just a little more beefier and bigger. No, Cole, we got water at the car. Don't drink that. Come on, buddy, let's go. Come on. I don't want you getting diarrhea, especially in my truck. We got fresh water at the car. I gotta remember to give him some water as soon as we get back to the truck. That water probably has minerals in it and stuff that taste good to him. My bottled water probably tastes dull, but I don't want to take a chance of him, getting sick from drinking that stuff. Because I don't know what kind of chemicals are in that stuff. People dump all kinds of stuff in that. And there's no telling, there might be some dead animal upstream somewhere laying in the water, So I don't want him drinking it. He has had diarrhea before, and I think it was because I was letting him drink that water. And I don't want that to happen again. Cole's pretty good at using the bathroom in designated places. He's really good at it. He never missed the pad, never. Except for the time that he had diarrhea. And he not only did he miss the pad, he actually had an accident in my truck, and he couldn't help it, Like I say, he had diarrhea. He couldn't hold it, What are you gonna do? But that was my fault because I let him drink that water, and I left him in the truck a little longer than I should have, because when we get ready to go on our walks, I gotta remember that once we get in the truck to go ahead and take off and do our walk. Don't just leave him sitting in there waiting on me while I'm doing all kinds of other crazy stuff. But anyway, it worked out good. So anyway, we're headed back to the truck. We're gonna take this trail on back up there, and I'm not very hungry, and I don't want to eat my preps that I got in my bug out bag. That stuff is for emergencies. Don't even think about drinking that stuff. Come on, Cole, this way. Yeah, he's getting worn out now. He's staying close to me. He ain't running so far ahead, which is good. So, yeah. I worry about him running so fast through this stuff. I don't want him to twist an ankle or something, or break a leg. That's the last thing I need, is him or a vet bill. But I don't want to be the parent that there's some people coming this way, so we're going this way. Come on, Cole. Yeah, I was going to go that way, but we'll go this way instead. I try to avoid people as much as possible. And he's starting to pick up on that. He's starting to see that I try to avoid people. So he pretty much avoids people. He stays away from people pretty good, which I really appreciate. And it shows how smart he is. He's picking up on my lead when it comes to, people he see along the trail. He doesn't bother them. He doesn't go sniffing up on them. He doesn't bother them. But if they have a dog with him, he's a little bit hard to deal with. Sometimes he'll listen. Sometimes he won't. But look at this. People left bottles out here. I hate to see that. I never leave anything out here. Anything I bring in, I take out. I leave no traces. But not everybody is like that. So, that's just the way it is. If I was to do a bug out situation, I would want to be somewhere where there's no people, period. I really have to get out really, really far. Deep, deep, deep into the woods. And be somewhere where I'm not going to encounter any people. Because where there's people at, all the resources are going to be exhausted real soon. And the thing is, if you got a big congregation of people, they're going to draw other people. And more people, it's going to get bigger and bigger. And the next thing you know, it'll get to the point where you won't be able to feed everybody. And then people will start doing the cutthroat thing. This is how human nature is. And people don't understand how bad people can get and how bad people will get when things get bad. If things get bad, But like I say, if you got preps, you're prepared, then you don't have to worry about it. Like I say, now I've managed to accumulate more guns than I really need. I've got 2 handguns, I've got 3 handguns, and I've got 2 shotguns. I got an AR-15 with a 223 upper, and I've got a 450 Bushmaster upper for the same lower. I'm gonna buy a lower for the 450 Bushmaster because I don't want to have to switch from gun to gun. The uppers or whatever. I want to be able to keep one gun with I want to keep the full, upper and lower together on the one gun and get another lower for the 450 Bushmaster. I don't want to be swapping them out because it might be a situation where you ain't got time to swap out, parts. You have to be able to just grab one to the other, And but I'm not one of these people that have a real big gun collection. That wasn't my intention. What's he after? He just wanted to see what was down there. Good boy. Good boy, Cole. Good boy. He really enjoys himself out here. I bring him out here, he's doing what a dog is meant to do. He really loves it. He really loves it. I try to do this with him every day if I can, every single day. Because when I got him, according to the shelter, they say he was 4 years old. It's been a year now, so he's probably about 5 now. And when it comes to dog years, I don't want him wasting his years sitting in that house. I think every day he sits in that house is like probably a month to him in his life. So that's a hell of a waste. So every chance I get, I take him out for walks and everything so he can get his exercise. So I don't know what his life was like before I got him. I know he was in the shelter, but I don't know how long he was there or how his owners treated him before I had him. I know that whatever owner he had an owner at some point that took him hunting because he really took to the woods like he owns them. He's not afraid of gunshots. He's not afraid of fire. So he's been camping. He knows how to sit and come. You know, he's pretty good on a leash. Well, not on a leash because he pulls like crazy on a leash. But he understands the concept of that shock collar. So obviously he's been on a shock collar before. When I first got him, he would never bark. So obviously whoever had him on a shock collar had him on one of those kind of shock him when he barks because he was afraid to bark. But once he realized that he wasn't on a shock collar, you know, he started barking more, which I got no problem with. That's what a dog's supposed to do. He's supposed to alert you. But anyway, I like it better if you just would tear somebody to pieces without any warning. But it is what it is. If he wants to bark, he can bark. You know. But anyway, I don't know how long this video is, but I know it's getting kind of long. I hope I'm not boring you guys with this walk. But I just have to be walking, and I got the phone in my hand, and Cole is doing his thing, and I'm just rattling on about whatever comes to mind. But yeah. Oh, I was saying about my guns. You can only use one gun at a time anyway. So if you're just starting out with guns, if you're gonna get a gun, get a handgun, get a pistol, get a 9mm or a 45, preferably something small that you can conceal. That way you can use it when you need to, and you're not walking around looking too tactical. Because if you're looking too tactical and there's somebody out there with a gun, they're gonna pick you off on sight. You know, you don't be walking around with your AR hanging out and whatever. If I was in that kind of a situation, I would, if I did have my AR with me, I would probably break it down and put it in my bag and carry it like that, and just have my pistol on the ready so that I can be able to defend myself or whatever. People will come in closer to you when they think you don't have a weapon. I probably have one of my machetes out so they'll know they can't come too close. But anybody that's watching me, if they got a gun, they're gonna know that they got me outgunned. If they see me with a machete and they got a gun, they're gonna be like, drop the blade. You know, I'll drop the blade, but they won't know that I still got a gun on me. And like I say, I'm gonna wait until long after the dust is settled, to the point where even if they think you got a gun on you, nobody's gonna have ammo left, and they won't be expecting that. And I will be fully loaded and ready to go. Like I say, I want to be able to be of some use to somebody if I run across somebody and they're okay, you know. But if they're a sociopath and they're out there looking to kill people and rob people and stuff like that and whatever, I can't kill those people now because there are laws that prevent it. But without rule of law, those bastards have had it. You know, I don't like people like that in no way, shape, or form. And I have no problem with taking people like that out, you know, without blinking, and no remorse, because there are some evil people out there that need a bullet, you know. So the way I look at it, evil people are out there, and it's your duty to take them out if the situation ever comes. You know, sometimes they're not going to come through your door, banging through your door, coming to your house, you know, ready to rape your wife and kill you, take your stuff. You might be out here walking, trying to find something to eat, and run into those psychos out here on the trails, or trying to get from one place to the other. You know, There's a duck in the water there. Cole is oblivious to it. I don't know if you can make it out. Looks like a mallard. He's got the green head, the gray feathers, the yellow bill. Let's see if I can zoom in on him so you can see him. Oh, I turned this damn thing on. I think he sees him. Stop, Cole, stop, stop. Yeah, he just spotted him. Yeah. That's a pretty bird. That would be a meal right there. Maybe you can get a view of him now from here. I don't know if you can see him or not. There he is right there. Yep. Beautiful bird. Come on, come on, no, come on. Come on, buddy. He got it there and Brent stopped sucking his collar. Come here. Come here, Cole. Let me get that out. Come here. Come here, come here. Come here. Come here. Stop right there, right there. Let me get that out. Oh, it came out. Yeah, he had snagged a branch. So, anyway. I wish they made like a collar that's like a breakaway collar, because I hate for him to go back in these darn woods and get snagged by a branch or something in his collar and can't get loose and can't come back to me. I wouldn't be able to find him. But if it's a breakaway collar, he puts enough pressure on it, he'll be able to break loose and get away. But if I use a breakaway collar now, sometimes I take him on a leash. He'd just break that leash and be all over the place. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this video right here because it's getting way too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys give me a thumbs up, because I would appreciate it. Anyway, Cole and I are gonna make our way back to the truck, and then we're gonna go back home. I'll probably do some cleaning up around the yard and finish out my day. You know, tomorrow is another work day. Working on a different job tomorrow. But I'll be out unloading the truck for Men's Warehouse. I'm liking this, something different every day. This job is supposed to last a full week, so I'll be working all week next week, and even Saturday. So I'm going to be busy, and because of the hours, I may not get home in time to take Cole for a walk. So might be a while before I post another video. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. But anyway, I may do some short ones, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. While exploring the woods here, Cole and I ran into this. That's human activity right there. Only a person would build something like that. Pretty good little shelter. They don't look like they finished it though, but they got it started. Just as I was building me a spot, I figured I'd call it a day. And I'm walking through, I'm looking back at it to see if somebody could actually see it as a shelter. And I spotted this. It's pretty well hidden. It's off the main trail. Really not bad. Really not a bad spot. Okay, I just lost all respect for him. I was giving him some props, but after looking around a little bit, I look down here and I see trash, beer cans, an outdoorsman wouldn't leave no traces like this. They would pack this stuff out with them. And that's kind of an amateuristic kind of a setup right there, because it's on a hill. If you had to stay in there and sleep, it'd be very uncomfortable with you sliding down the hill. Looks like they had a little spot for a fire right here, you know, but they had their beer and they had the rocks gathered around the little fire. They took some time to set this little camp up, but I mean, there's beer cans all over the place. Right there, right there. I mean, they trashed the place away. How could you do that? How could you come out here and leave stuff like this just laying around? I mean, that's just, you know, it's something I would never do. I don't know what that is. Looks like a little stove. They probably brought this down here so they could cook on it. This kind of stuff, you know, breaks my heart to see this. It really does. But that's what people do, you know. And that's the kind of stuff you will run into if you bug out into the woods. You're gonna run into people like that figure they can bug out into the woods and build a little shelter like that. That's gonna look like a sieve right there, and they're gonna be a very uncomfortable place to sleep. I'm gonna show you my spot, how I hook mine up. Maybe not today, later, because it's pretty far back, ways back up the hill there. But I'll give you a video of my spot that I'm working on. But yeah, it's pretty well hidden because the main trail is way up there. I don't think nobody would spot it, but I spotted it because, you know, like I said, you can see through these woods really easy now. So, but once the trees and stuff start growing in, you'd pass right by them and never know they were there. Never know they were there. Cole would probably run into them, because he runs around looking at stuff and sniffing. He would smell them. If they had anything to eat over there, he'd go right to them. But like I say, yeah, that's pretty visible there. From here, you can see the trees stacked up there through here. But like I said, once this all fills in with foliage and everything, and the weeds and stuff start growing back in there, you'll never be able to see that. So it's good to go through here this time of the year when you can see stuff. But anyway, they picked a poor spot. That's not a good spot. You want a spot that's flat. You always want the flattest spot you can find. And you want it to be high enough where you don't have to worry about, you know, if it rains, it puddling on you. But anyway, that's a little bushcraft information there. But we'll see. I may pick me another spot, a different spot, where nobody can find me or find my little spot. I'm gonna come out here and camp out here overnight at some point, and I want to be well enough hidden where I can nobody can see me. Now, that looks like a good spot right there, over that hill right there. Nobody's gonna come across this or across that mud and slush there. Ah! Stop. This way. Come on. Some people on the trail. They pretty much snuck up on me. I didn't even hear them. But anyway, we're making our way back to the truck. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.